Okay. So the idea today is just to go through everything that you guys are going to be using, and the fact that you are here, you managed to join the meeting, it means you managed to go through until you go to your Google Classroom. So once we are on Google Classroom, I'm going to pick our module for this one. It's our ECS1601, and this is what you are going to see from your side. So the stream table, that's where we are at the moment. This is where I write stuff about the module. So far I just gave a quick, just a welcome and a message, and I also included my email address in case you need to contact me for anything. And then it will tell you what I've posted in terms of the material. And I also made this message. I was thinking of trying to pin it to the top, but it's already at the top. I'll keep moving it to the top. So this is where we are going to be finding our link for joining the meetings. So the idea is to get the same link every time. Even I'll show you on the other pages so that you know this is the same link. But I think it will be after one or two sessions with everyone here to find out, like, is everyone comfortable with Google Meet or Zoom or whichever you guys are going to find better. So once that is done, we will have a permanent link there. That is the one that you can use to join. And if there's anything you are able to comment on the stream as well, you can comment and talk to the other guys. You can assist each other maybe with assignment questions. I'm not going to be assisting you like going to do the assignment with you. But what you can do is you can still work on the assignment. If you are comfortable, you can send it through to me. I can comment on it. Yeah, and if there's questions, like if maybe, yes, you can send it via email. That's okay. Yeah. So that's our stream tab. And the problem at times is when you comment on the stream tab, it doesn't give me a notification. So you might find that maybe I didn't respond to a comment. Like I have to manually come and open the stream for me to be able to see there was something. So email is usually faster. Okay, so then besides the stream, there's these other tabs that says classwork, people, and marks. So we are not really going to use these two. We are going to use the classwork one. So on the classwork, so far there's three documents that you are going to find here. The first one, it says all unit notes. So this is basically our notes. If I click on it, it will just show us the notes that we are going to be using for our lectures. I have adjusted the notes slightly from what we used to have before because they changed your textbook. You did see that, right? Yes. Yeah, I always complain about this changing of textbooks because it's still the same thing. But they just changed it. Yeah, they just changed the order. Because what used to be chapter 14 is now chapter 1 and something like that. So that's the only thing that changed. But yeah, I had to keep up with that. So I changed on the notes as well to say like study unit 1, and the diagrams, I changed the references so to reflect the new textbook. So if you still have the other textbook, I can email you maybe the set of the notes that has the old naming and everything. Okay. So that you can be able to keep up with the other textbook. The fifth edition is the brown one. Yes. Brownish maroon. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I think when I did my economics, I was using like the first edition. The blue one. The blue is the fourth one. Green is actually number 3. Like, so there was other ones before that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's the notes. That's where we're going to get our notes. And then, so for our module, basically, I think we're just going to need the notes mostly. Later on, I'm going to add your tutorial, one of your tutorial letters, the second one that has questions. Yes. But you already have it on your side, so I haven't added it yet, and we're going to look at it like after we're done with our module for practice mostly. And then I also have a Zoom or Google Meet timetable. If I open that, it's still on like our pacer. You're going to see our pacer now. So it just gives us the sessions, the time that we are going to be having our lessons, the dates, as well as what we are covering in each particular unit. And then the link again is going to be here if you want to start the meeting. The most important one I would say is this one that says all-in-one pacer. So our all-in-one pacer, I'll just open that up. This is where you're going to find all the information that we need for our module. So it might look different on your side depending on what device you're using to open it. But if if you are on your phone, you need to download Google Sheets so that you can be able to view. So this is our ECS1601. So we will still have those weeks that we talked about. We have the dates. Then here it was just to say, is it a lecture, is it homework, or is it a test? I use different colors to indicate different stuff. You notice this color is for your lectures. This one is now an assignment. So I'm going to change this. I'm not sure about the new assignment dates, but I'll change it to so that it's in the proper place. But I'm guessing it is going to be somewhere here towards the end of August, the first assignment. The second assignment is going to be around there, mid-September, I think, and then third assignment and fourth assignment as well. So the green one, I normally use it like if it's homework. If there's any homework you need to do, you're going to find it there. And this other color is for if there's a test. So here I highlighted we have a test. It covers unit 1 to 4. The actual test is on this column over here. If I can click on that, it would open up the test. The solution is not there. I'm going to add it. So there's a column here that talks about test and test feedback. So the link again is the same one that we have been using all along. Then there's another, the last column, so there should be one more. Okay. I'm going to add one more column that just tells you what we are going to be covering, like in the next class. So like to say, but we are always going to have the class like on a weekly basis. So it's fine. I can always let you know, like on this next unit, we are going to cover such and such a topic. But I can add that in advance as well. So for example, like when we start our lesson next week, we are going to cover this part, introduction to ECS1601. I'm going to be talking about the module as a whole, which sections are difficult, which graphs, like you mentioned, are problematic, and so on. Right, so that's basically what you're going to do. But what I would want you to do is to go and look at study unit 1, the video first, before we actually come for the lesson. So I'll just check here on my timetable. I don't know if I said start unit 1. Okay, I just said start unit 1. So it would mean like, so you look at start unit 1 in advance so that when we come for the lesson, it's more like a discussion, not like an actual learning where you are going to be starting from scratch. And yeah, so our videos are there. That is unit 2, unit 3 going on, right? Then normally you might have a problem trying to open up a video. When I played my music, I was trying to actually make a mistake so that you see what I mean. So it can give you this kind of error at times. It will say video unavailable. Yes. So if that happens, it usually means you are using your own personal account instead of the Edge one. So what you can do then, okay, let me just open a new tab. I'll go to YouTube. On the account, I'm just going to say, instead of my personal account, I'm going to switch the account and use my EPS one. So once that is done, I should be able now to go back there and I'll try to reload and see. It should work now. So that is usually the error that you might get with trying to get through to your videos. And you can play your video Why is mine not playing? Okay. So in terms of videos, at times maybe you might get one where the sound is not so clear. You like so since you are watching in advance, you can let me know. So like today, maybe today, tomorrow, just before the next week, you go through, you find out that maybe unit one, the video somewhere, the audio is not clear. You can let me know. I can try to re-record it and post another video for you before the actual class. Otherwise, if it's not like maybe if it's like a minute or so, we can actually discuss it in class. We will see as we go on, like what is the best way to solve any kind of issue we might have. So that's it on the PACER. Then I did mention a test here and there. For this one, I think I've tried to do like 2 or 3 tests. This is not a compulsory test per se, but you can, if you do it and send it through, I'm going to go through it and give you feedback on that so that at least you can keep on track. But if you are too busy, if you can make time, I would advise that you do. So I do try to make them challenging so that you get used to the difficult questions. So if you find the test challenging, don't think like this is what your exam is going to be like. Not at all. Okay. Besides our PACER, this is where we're going to find everything basically for our module. And so for now, you notice that there's only one tab here, the one that says lectures.
Okay.
If I'll click a plus here, it says sheet 2 now. So the sheet 2, later on, I'm just going to add an examination revision tab. So this is where you would like, if later on, when you want to start practicing in terms of past papers and so on, you would find it on the other tab. But if I add any tab, I'm going to notify you on the stream that like I've added such and such a thing so that you can go through whatever it is. Okay, any questions for me?
Nothing so far from my side. Me neither.
Nothing so far.